All right, I think we're online. Hey guys, what's up? My name's Ethan. I'm from Michigan String Ups, and this is our live stream. I have a buddy here with me. He can introduce himself.
What's up? I'm Nick. I'm the stringer. I was out last night with high strung lacrosse. You want to do Q&A too, or do that later?
I think I got the Q&A thing set up actually.
All right.
Should be working. We'll wait for some people to get in here and start asking some questions. You guys can ask us whatever you'd like. We do have an agenda, some stuff that we're going to go over. Oh, sorry, watching this. My bad. But we're going to wait for some people. I'm going to finish up stringing this head while you guys get in here. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask them. We're going to start off with one of our questions, actually, that Nick and I are going to go over. And that is our thoughts on the wax mesh companies and how they both hurt and help our community here as stringers and as Instagram posters, as well as just the lacrosse community in general. I know that Nick and I both have some pretty extreme views at times when it comes to wax mesh companies, but we'll try to keep it as PG as possible, I guess. So we'll see what happens. But just so you guys know, we are live, and if you guys would like to join us or ask a question, feel free to ask it in the Q&A part. We'll be keeping that open so you guys can chat with us. I'm going to be making a post right now, actually, on Instagram so everyone else can see that we are starting our live stream, and I will be back in a second. So let's see.
Ethan, you got a question.
Oh,
Answer
yeah,
Mr. Pink.
Why did I stop making mesh? That's actually a good question. Michigan mesh, I started making it this winter, actually, and it was something that I just did for fun because I actually needed some more money, and it was a good way for me to join that kind of wax mesh fad. But the more I thought about it, the more I went into it, I really wasn't helping myself any. I wasn't making a lot of money, and it was a lot of work. Making wax mesh yourself, like if you're not doing it as like a company status, like a really high company, like East Coast Dyes or Throwing a String, it gets really expensive and really time consuming really quickly. So that's why I stopped making it. I do make it actually for friends once in a while. Some people special request it and stuff. Nick right there has his piece. He's showing
It's
it
a
off.
pretty good piece. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put that in my notes right now.
Alright, sorry guys, I'm making a post. But yeah, that is why I stopped making wax mesh. It really wasn't like any big thing. If you guys do want some, I mean, you can text me or DM me or kick me or something, and I'll do my best. I don't have any like stuff in stock right now though.
This stuff is pretty good. The last piece I got right here, what was that? Stringer Shack Magnum?
Yeah, I used the Stringer Stack like Ultralight Magnum as a base. If you guys are wondering like how to make wax mesh, I mean, it's a good place to start, a Stringer Shack for your base. I love it.
They've got some good stuff over there.
Even their uncoated stuff is like sweet.
Yeah, I like it. More of a fan of their leathers, but
Yeah.
which I gotta try out those beaver leathers. I better win their contest tomorrow.
Yeah, dude, I won their first contest. It was awesome. I saw it and I was like, I really want these leathers, but I don't want to pay like $15 to buy 4 of them. I'm just gonna enter, and then I won.
I might as well go buy another set of throne leathers for $15.
Okay, something that like I really don't like for some reason. I don't like throne leathers. I don't like them. Beaver leathers. I actually have This is the RPV I actually took out of my gray Nas. This is done with beaver leathers. These are the ones I got in the giveaway, and they're much better than I had expected them to be. But for that much money, I don't know. I mean, it's your choice, guys.
I would rather stick to Minlax, honestly, with what I've used for it so far with the ones that I have in my Evo. I like them so far. They're really easy to string up. I mean, break-in process takes a little time, but Other than that, I mean, they're cost effective. He's a Michigander, so I mean,
Exactly, dude. You can't go wrong with that. I love my Minlax leathers, dude. I'm stringing some up right now, actually, for a customer. Okay, next question. We got another question. Trad or mesh? Nick, you're up, buddy. Trad or mesh? What do you think?
I think that seals the deal right there.
You're going trad.
I'm
I
going
have
trad.
I have two trad sticks and two mesh sticks right now. I have both my noses. This is my black one. This is String King 1S with a wow, that's a terrible channel shot. This is a variation of the mainly mesh pattern, mid-low pocket, very very nice. It's what I use for face-offs usually. I've tried actually traditionals for face-offs, and people do like them. I, on the other hand, actually do not like traditionals for face-offs. At least the stuff I've tried. The problem I found with them is that you don't get a lot of a lot of space on the back for the ball. So like
Doesn't
when you push in,
what's his face? He Young use him for. He goes back and forth between mesh and trad for
yeah,
face-offs.
yeah, He Young. If you don't know who that is, he's an unbelievable trad stringer actually. Hawk 30. Is that his?
I don't know. I've never followed him on like forums and stuff. I've briefly seen him on there.
It's like Hawk 30 or something, and he's on
Yeah.
the lacrosse forums. If you go look for his stuff, it's him and Ian, I think, were the two guys that like work together, and they do some like unbelievable stuff. They're
He's
like
got
some of
the
my
baseball
stringing.
factory too. I think I follow him on YouTube. Let me check, see if I can find his page. I know he works too with Lax All Stars too.
Yeah, he
sometimes.
does. Yeah, He Young does. I'm pretty sure.
I can't find him. Where's that at? Shit. No, I can't find him right now. If you look it up, he did a face-off video for Lax All Stars probably a year ago. It's a pretty cool video. He had a GoPro on his helmet taking face-offs in the tournament.
Yeah, he is a really good face-off guy.
He's at Boston College now. He played at Chapman too.
Yeah, I looked at his like recruitment video for high school, and he was really good.
Yeah.
He was a beast. So that's what you get when Asian guys face off, man. Dude, I love face offs. They're so much fun.
I've never been good at them. I can't really get a quick. I'm not a really reflex kind of guy. I just don't have that quick snap or whatever. Whatever you need.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. Let's see. Let's start with some of the big questions that we were going to answer, I guess. I guess the first one was the wax mesh companies. So, alright, actually, we're going to answer this question first. This is from Maniac Strings. What's the most annoying thing in the lax community? There's a lot of stuff that kind of annoys me. I don't know. I think we did this 2 nights ago with the pet peeves. But my biggest pet peeve is when people on Instagram or like stringers or like the quote unquote like business accounts, like they string traditionals for other people and like charge quite a bit of money, and they just aren't good. Like, to be completely blunt, like they just aren't good.
Yeah.
And the thing is that it doesn't bother me as much that like it's bad. Like I love that they're like stringing. I think that's great that they're getting out there and doing that. But if you're trying to sell it to somebody and if you're giving them a product they're not going to enjoy, that just, I don't know, it just bothers me in a sense where like some kid is paying a bunch of money and then he's going to get a traditional and hate it. Like, that's just...
It's going to ruin his view on traditionals. He's never going to want another one because you just gave him a crappy one. He's going to think, oh, this is supposed to be a good, strong traditional. It's crappy. All of them are like this. When in reality, they're not.
Yeah, it's just not fair to make some kid pay like $40 when he's gonna hate what he gets.
On the
Because
other
it's not
hand,
like they know.
yeah.
I mean, they're not gonna be able to, like, usually, like, if a first-time traditional stringer gets a traditionally strong stick, they're not gonna know like if it's good or bad. They're just
I didn't start doing traditionals for other people probably till about after a year of stringing them.
yeah. I started stringing traditional like last year. I took a break because I sucked at it. In the last like 5 or 6 months, I put in a ton of work, ton of hours to try and get better at them, and they've definitely improved. But a lot of that comes from like talking to other people. Shout out to Gray Van Dyke. He's like my traditional stringing guru. So if you guys want to go check out a good guy on Instagram, I think it's GV Gravy Dyke. I
No,
shouted him out the other day.
he
He
changed it
changed
now.
it. It's Gray Van Dyke. So it's Gray, Gray, and then Van Dyke, Vandyke.
He's
Check him out on
definitely
Instagram. He has some sick stuff as far as traditionals go.
Speaking of Gray, where is Gray? I haven't talked to him in a while.
He is on a vacation, I think. He's at the beach. He's gonna come and hang out with us on a live stream sometime after he gets back.
Yeah, that's right.
Does Lacrosse Unlimited have the String King shooters and strings? I honestly do not know. If you want to go buy them, just go order them off of stringking.com.
Yeah, really.
I cannot preach like enough about, as far as mesh goes, String King is the way to go, guys. String King all the way. So I'm using all my sticks when I use mesh.
See, I like it, but right now, like in my superpower, I got a piece of Jimawack, or I think it's Money Mesh. Yeah, it's Money Mesh that I love, and I'm not a huge fan of wax mesh at all, but I'll either go between that or a piece of Otter Mesh I have actually. So I gave away my last piece of String King, but either way.
Those are actually the two meshes I have yet to try. I've not tried Money Mesh and I've not tried Otter Mesh, but hopefully soon. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of like wax meshes, and Otter Mesh is just extremely expensive.
I'll send you a piece. I got an extra piece somewhere.
All right, yeah.
So I got two from Epic when they contacted me about testing stuff for them.
Oh, really? That's sick.
I was supposed to get the Hawk too, but I never got it, and they told us not to bother them, so I just.
You were told not to bother them?
Yeah, pretty much. They said specifically in the email, if you don't get the stuff in the mail right away, do not bother us through email. I was like, all right, cool. I got my Otter Mesh.
All right, Max Hollenbeck. There's two questions from him. First is, what head are you stringing? Right now I'm stringing an Edge X for a customer with a 6-string traditional. You guys will see this hopefully tomorrow. I hope I'll get it up tomorrow. I don't actually know. We'll see.
I'm doing my Brian remix with some actually.
There you go.
I might actually pick another one of these heads up. I like them.
They're cheap, dude. You can buy them on lacrosse.com for like $30.
I know. I was thinking that, or either getting this or an Orange Spider.
Okay. All right.
Because the Evolite X's are sold out.
Yeah, I saw that. Dude, there's another question from Maximus Hollenbeck. What is your favorite type of mesh besides String King? Besides String King? That's a hard question, actually. You know, honestly, like when it comes to wax mesh, I don't mind 20mm throne. I think it's pretty good.
I'm gonna have to go with Money Mesh on that one.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna wanna. Okay, so we're gonna go back to that wax mesh company question and talk about like what we think about the wax mesh companies, the big ones at least, like and what we think about them, like how they help and help the community. I think Nick, let's start with East Coast Dyes or East Coast Mesh, because that'll be a fun one for us to do.
Okay. I got 2 pieces of East Coast Mesh in from them for free because I may or may not have talked bad about them on Instagram, and it didn't change my mind about it. I still hate this stuff. I can't use it. I got halfway through stringing ahead with it and I had to take it out. Could not do it with the waxy feeling. I can string up Throne, I can string up Ethan's Michigan Mesh, I can do Jim Wax. I cannot do that. It's just, I can't stand stuff. But as a company, I liked them as a company. Like when they first started, I liked what Greg was doing. I liked his ideas. But now I think it's just more of a he's gone to a more of a quantity over quality kind of thing, and I don't like that. Ethan.
Yeah, I have to agree. Actually, no, I used to really enjoy East Coast Mesh. That was like my first wax mesh. It was the stuff I really enjoyed. I loved using. I loved playing with it. I had it on my stick all through high school. But the thing is that like now that they've gone to that, I don't know, that stand of like quantity over quality, their quality really has declined quite a bit. And as far as like that being good or bad for the lacrosse community, like it's hard to tell because they do grow the game in like a good way. I mean, there's not maybe their products aren't the best, but they do have a really good standpoint. They do sponsor the right people and do the right things as far as the company goes. But
Yeah,
I
they're
do not
doing.
enjoy their products. That's just my 2 cents.
I think it's more of a it's good and bad for the lax community because their mesh I don't think it's good for the community at all. But what they do outside of what they do with their mesh, I think it's good.
Okay, let's do the second one. Let's do Throne. What do you think about Throne?
I like Throne. I mean, I like him as some people always say they're jerks at tournaments or whatever, but they seem. If I had to choose between a day with Joe from Throne or Greg from G, I would definitely pick Throne every time. But I like their mesh. It's pretty soft. It's not very tacky like ECD. At least the pieces that I've had before. And other than that, I just like them as a business. They still string sticks for guys. They still string pretty good sticks, seeing as the quantity that they do, and they give out to the community a lot too. It's pretty cool what they do.
Yeah, I mean you are wearing a Throne of String hat, so.
You know, I got this for my ex last year, so for my birthday.
Okay. Yeah. So my thoughts on Throne, pretty much the same as Nick. I mean, I like what they do as a company. I think that Throne does a good job. They make good products. It is a little pricey. Um, I don't know if it's like it's fair to say like you pay for what you get, but it's a lot of money that you're spending on wax mesh if you're gonna buy, especially if you're doing like multiple sticks or something. It gets pretty pricey pretty quickly.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess that's the problem too that people have with to kind of stray off here for a second, but with Epic's Otter Mesh. Once you use it though, I mean, I think it's worth the money. That's coming from a broke college. I I think I love the stuff, and if I had the choice of spending $15 on a piece of white Throne or ECD mesh over the Epic, I would take the Epic because I know how it'll perform, and I know it will last me through whatever I put it through.
Yeah, no, that's about how I feel. I guess a question that goes with it, another from Max, is why don't you like Throne leathers? I don't like Throne leathers because they are oily. They feel weird in my fingers. They don't string up very well. And something that is important in leathers that I find as far as stringing pockets is that if you have pre-stretched leathers, they will not form right to your pockets. So when you string them up, it's a lot more difficult because it's harder to get like your spacing right, your tensions correct when your leather's all flopping all around like a fish. You know, it's not ideal, especially when you're trying to sell it to kids who are going to be using them for like their first traditionals ever because Throne is all they know. They don't know that like String King. I mean, they don't know that like Stringer Shack or like Minlax even exists. It's just not on their radar. So that's why I don't like them. Plus, they're really expensive.
Oh yeah, they are.
It's like $15 for four of them, like $20 with shipping. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think the kits too are. I think they're up to like $26 now for black or different colored ones. It's insane.
Really? That's crazy.
The only reason I have mine and have my kit was because I won it from Lax All-Stars back in January.
Yeah, I've only strung up thrown leathers for people who have provided them for me. I've never actually bought them. Okay, next. So that was we did ECD, we did thrown. Let's do blatant.
I've honestly never used Blatant. I've had some bad experiences with them before, though, when they were first just starting a company on Facebook, but that's a different story.
I actually, I knew blatant when they first started up. Like their first like month, I was following them and I was talking to them about like what they were doing and stuff. And I tried some of their mesh, like their early mesh. And honestly, like I don't know what it is about wax mesh, but like wax mesh and I just do not mix. I don't know. I could not do it. I think a lot of it too is that their fades were a little bit off, and also their base was really thick, kind of like the Throne of String base, but they had more wax on it, so it felt even thicker.
Huh.
It was just weird. Like the mesh felt like really big,
Yeah.
something like that.
I've never tried it out, never really wanted to, because I'm not a wax mesh guy, but maybe one day I will.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as far as like those companies go, in general, Nick and I can agree that like we don't really like wax mesh companies. Whether they're good or bad is kind of up for you guys to decide. As far as our opinions go, I mean, I think they do good things as companies for the community, but I don't think that their products do good things for the community. I think it honestly hurts the community. I mean, they have this giant monopoly on mesh, and like no one else can get in. Like all these little accounts are struggling hardcore.
Well, damn, you look at Mark Mesh. They're going through the whole patent process with wax mesh now.
Oh
Apparently.
yeah.
That's gonna. I'd love to see what that does. So I think, just you saying that they have a monopoly over it made me think of that. That's gonna be fun when that goes through.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Max Hollenbeck again. When will your next giveaway be? I will not be doing another giveaway for a while. I just won't. I don't have anything else to give you guys. I'm sorry. I'm running out of stuff to give you guys.
I tried to do a
giveaway. I just don't have anything. What?
I said I tried to do a giveaway, and for the first 10 minutes, I got comments saying you're just doing this for the followers, so I took it off. Said, you know what? If you can't like it, shit, you're not getting it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't appreciate it, guys. I mean, there are so many like Instagram accounts that will do giveaways for followers. The first one that comes to mind is Lax Prodigy. You guys know who that is. I cannot stand him on Instagram. Like, I don't really like using names. I don't like calling people out. But man, that kid makes me mad. I just don't understand like how he can like still have that many followers, and then I realize that he bought them all. So fine.
Pretty much. Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
I was gonna do a cool giveaway, and people were just kind of bagging on it. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. If you can't be happy about a giveaway, then no giveaway for you.
All right, Jumbo String says you guys are kind of making a big deal about wax mesh. Yes, we are. It's one of our topics today. We're not always gonna be focusing on it, but in general, I mean, no, wax mesh is not my favorite. So I'm sorry, guys, but if you give it to me to string up, I will string it, but I will not buy it.
If you guys like wax mesh, use it. It's your stick. I mean,
right?
It's all about preference.
Yeah, if it works for you, it works for you. I mean, I'm not hating on it. Like, I used wax mesh all through high school, but as soon as I started figuring out things like String King and just traditionals, I mean, I never looked back on wax mesh.
I've personally never really used it. I was more of a hard mesh kind of guy through high school, and then my senior season I used all traditional. So after that, I mean, I haven't really ever used hard or wax mesh in game, but
Okay. Another question. I guess this one's for me, from Maniac. The map behind me. That map behind me is the map of South Korea. Actually, that's where I'm from. You guys are curious. From South Korea. That is what that map is. It's the map of South Korea. It has all the. Sorry, I'm blocking it, but it has all the stuff on it right there. All right, we got some more questions on the YouTube. Let's see. Where did Panda Squad start? Um,
oh,
I don't even know. It was kind of funny because like there's a bunch of guys. We were all talking. You guys know who's in it. It was me, Nick, Chesapeake, uh, who else? Emerald. So Dylan, Riley. There's a bunch of guys. We were just talking. We had like a DM going between like six or seven of us, and it got really confusing. So we were like, all right, let's just make a kick account, like a kick like group message. We did that, and then one thing led to another. And honestly, it wasn't even a thing. Like it's not even a thing anymore. It was never really a thing. We were just strangers who like talked to each other about like what we wanted to do and like showed off to each other and that kind of stuff.
yeah. And then it kind of got out of hand with some other people that thought we were thinking we were above everyone else. So
Yeah.
went down from there.
All right. So that was Panda Squad. If you had a choice, would you use a surgeon with a kryptonite or a Viper 2 with a dragonfly?
Oh, that's not even a choice.
What do you think, Nick?
That's a surgeon with a cryptolite all day.
That's what I was thinking, dude. It's not that I don't like the Viper. It's just that I don't really like the Viper.
A, a dragonfly does not fix
There's
a
nothing
Viper.
wrong with it, and the dragonfly just makes like Epic makes just absolutely sick stuff. But if you get a choice between those two, it's definitely Surgeon with a kryptonite all day.
Oh yeah. Can we make this a surgeon 10500 actually?
Yeah, seriously. Dude, I want one of those so badly. Oh man.
Same. Once I get that first box of heads, that's what I'm telling that guy. Surgeon 100. Make it happen.
Favorite shooter setup.
I like that. In a mesh pocket, I like this. It's just two straights to the nylon. Works perfect. I'm not a big fan of using. I know Ethan isn't either. I used them maybe for the first 2 years of my high school career, and after that, never used them again.
Yeah, I guess I can knock out a couple with this, but this is my game stick currently. The Novax is String King 1S, and it has one straight and one nylon. My other head that I have is that gray Nos. This is the same thing. This is actually String King 1X, but it has one straight and one nylon. As far as shooter setups go, it's either this or I add another straight. Either this or I add one more straight, so I have two straights in a nylon. I like the snap off the top nylon. I like low whip sticks with good channels. If you have a good channel, you can't put in too many shooting strings or else that thing snags like a motherfucker, and it's really bad. And like you'll be shooting at the ground all day. So especially with like 1X, because 1X is so much more rigid that the channel doesn't like give as much as the 1S. So like if you guys like can see this, like it's like a pretty nice channel. But if I put another shooter in it, like by the time it gets to here, it's gonna snag on that because it's too far in the channel. And that's what I use for face-offs too. So that's my favorite face-off setup. How long since you guys started your Instagram accounts? I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. As Hans said here, but I have had my account for almost a year now. I think I'm at 11 months, so I'm getting close.
I think I've had mine for a year now. It was last July. Shooters.
Jumbo strings. I've only strung SK1S, which I hated. It was too baggy. But I'm buying some 1X today and see how I like it. Honestly, it's all on how you string it. 1S is very, very soft. I suggest using SIs or SSIs and SI knots. So Riley from High Strung Lacrosse is going to do a video on all of those knots. Since most of this is quote unquote theory, and he will be showing you guys how to string with that kind of stuff. If you use String King, I suggest using those knots. It really helps keep your channel nice and tight, but also gives you a good defined pocket where you'd like it. And I mean, it's just a good thing to know how to do those kinds of knots if you're stringing.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Pink Mesh, that's who you are.
I don't know my knots either. We went through this last night.
Nick is the one stringer I know who like strings good sticks and has no idea what knots are.
I refuse
I don't understand like how you actually like string without knowing knots.
Like, I know how to do them, but I don't know what they're called or what. I don't know. I don't know how.
Crazy Lax Player 15. You have two questions, they're basically the same question. Which is better for attack, trad, or mesh? Dude, it's all preference.
I've
Really,
seen attackman with mesh. I've seen attackman with trad. It's how you play.
I would suggest, if you're going to do a traditional, probably a classic, if I was an attackman. Or, I mean, if you want to get more complicated, like, heat pockets are nice, RPVs are pretty nice, or 6-shooters are pretty nice too.
Oh, yeah.
Is your game head still a NAS? Yes, it is. I just answered that. Got that question done. Do you guys like the ECD Carbon? I actually have never tried one.
Never tried it, probably never will.
Yeah, I don't think I will. It's not that I don't like ECD. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of them, but the thing is that there are so many companies out there that do make high-quality carbon fiber shafts where I don't have to worry about spending $100 on a shaft and like being scared that I won't like it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous on their price.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the True Temper stuff is pretty cool. I think carbon fiber shafts are just absolutely sick. But, I mean, I'm using like an old Cryptolite I cut down from a D-pole, like 2 of them. And that's what I've been using for the last like 4 years. And it's just, I mean, there's no point in spending that much money unless you like really do enjoy it. I mean, I do love the carbon fiber shafts. I love the Epic shafts. I'm planning on getting a C30 soon, just because I want one. I've always thought they're sweet, but you don't have to spend a bunch of money on a shaft to get like a good one.
Yeah.
It's whatever works for you.
I mean, I still got a Maverick Bull from freshman year of high school that I still use.
Next question. What are your thoughts on nylon runners? As far as traditional pockets go, nylon runners, I wouldn't use them for anything.
Synthetic ones or the
I
ones
think he's talking
like...
about just like 2 pieces of cross lace and like a piece of cross lace in the runner. Honestly, I don't like them. I think they're incredibly difficult to string correctly, and you're not going to get that same feel. They don't stretch like leathers do, and they don't have that same like padded feeling, I guess.
Yeah. I've attempted to do them with trad meshes, but I just don't like the feeling.
For trad meshes, I use 2 leathers and then 2 nylon runners on the outside. If you're going to use nylon runners, use the leathers in the middle and then the nylon runners on the outside. That's what I suggest. Jumbo strings. Do you recommend using a shooter string? A shooter bottom string with String King? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
There are a couple reasons for that. Mostly just because after a while, String King will rip if you don't use a shooter. It just rubs across the mesh too much. I'm not sure why it does that, but it's just because of the amount of friction that comes across. So on this one I have a shooter as a bottom string. And then on my other one, right here, it's the same thing. I have a shooter on my bottom string. I actually like them more too. I like the look of it. I don't know.
I feel like it kind of pads it more too. It gives you a little bit more wiggle room down there.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, I am eating popcorn. If you guys don't know what this is called Skinny Pop, and it's probably the most delicious stuff I've ever tasted in my entire life. Every single time we've live streamed so far, I've had this bag sitting next to me. It was full 2 nights ago, and now it is like almost empty.
I was
Alright,
eating
Maniac
cocktails
Strings.
next night.
Maniac, what you got for me, buddy? If you could have any setup head shaft mesh, what would it be? Oh man, I gotta think about this.
I would have to go with probably an Epic shaft, probably the C30, with an Evo X, with Steel Stanwix PETA. I want that so bad. Like a legit one that is dead as strong.
Yeah, dude, I think I would go probably with the C30 also from Epic. Those things are just absolutely amazing. For a head, I really, 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 really want to try the Surgeon 10500. I've had the Stallion U. I actually sold it. I like pinched 4Xs, Evo 4Xs when they're pinched. Those are nice. But Nas Xs are also nice. I would have to go with the Surgeon 10500 though, because these things do not hold up. I will never pay full price for a Nas just because I break them all the time.
But I actually never
As far as
kind of want one.
a Nas, seriously, dude?
I've never had one before. I've used them from a teammate's stick back at Ferris, but other than that,
Yeah, dude. I like the Nas. I think it's a great head. It's hard to find face-off heads in general, just because you go through so many heads in a season. Like, I can't tell you how many heads I've just absolutely destroyed because of face-offs, and it's just really sad.
I would honestly say if you're a Fogo, go pick up some remixes. These things are awesome.
Yeah, I thought about it. That or like one of the Spider ones.
Yeah. I mean, shit, they're on $60. Why not go pick up two? I mean, they'll either last you or they'll wreck them.
Right, exactly.
Better than 160 for two nozzles.
Let's see. Got more questions in here. Do lots of Asians play lax and string? Well, honestly, I don't know. I think that's kind of a funny question. I play lacrosse. I string. I'm Asian. Christian from Chesapeake Stringing. He's Asian. He plays lacrosse. David Sai from Sai Custom. He's Asian. He plays lacrosse. He strings. But those are the only ones I know really. I don't actually know if anybody else is Asian. If you guys are, that'd be sweet. I'd love to know that.
The Three Musketeers.
Yeah, dude. It should have been us just for Panda Squad, just like the three Asians did.
Ooh, that would have turned into a race war. You can't have that now.
Yeah, seriously, dude. Start just a gigantic race war on Instagram.
You'd have a white boy strings account. Oh wait, there is one, but white boy squad.
That's hilarious.
I don't know what Bell would do on that one.
Let's see. I need to. Oh, okay, guys. So I don't know if you guys want to join us. There's supposed to be only 7 people watching this, but if you guys want to join us, we're gonna be doing a way for you guys to come and chat with us. If you guys would like to do that, I don't know if you guys want to. Just let me know, because I'm happy to invite somebody, get you guys in here. We can chat for a little bit, and then we'll get someone else in.
When's Riley supposed to be done?
I don't know when Riley's done, dude. We can text him. Do you like the blade? I don't know which blade you're talking about, Max. I have tried. Let's see. I've tried the Blade Pro X6. I've tried an OG blade. Those are the only 3 I've really tried. I have not tried the 2.0 or the face-off. From what I've heard, they're kind of crap, but I don't know. I didn't
Okay.
like the blade, actually. I did not like it. Um, OG blades are incredibly expensive, and the Blade Pro and the Pro X6 warp a lot.
Yeah.
When I face off, I plunger, I pinch and pop a lot. And when I get it in the back of my stick and switch it back to the other side, it's always like hanging off the side of my head. Like it seriously looks like the head is like bent like 45 degrees to the side. And that bothers me. I don't know.
You said about Blade Pro.
Blade Pro. Yeah, well, that's the thing about the Blade Pro. I mean, it's a good head. It's a great face-off head. People like it. It just wasn't who I thought. It just wasn't for me, I guess.
Never used any of them before. I had two OG blades, but I was too scared to ever use them in a face-off, so I was intending on selling them, so didn't want to crack them. That's like $300 right there. You just cracked away.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do this. As far as adding people, it can be one person at a time. When you join, you are gonna ask us a question, or I mean, you guys can ask us a question if you want. Then we'll probably ask you guys a question, and then we will say goodbye, and we will get someone else in here. I'd like to rotate through like 3 or 4 people as we get this rolling. So if you guys would like to, you can comment or message me your email, and I will try and get you guys in here one at a time. If you have a question for us, like feel free to ask. If you guys want to invite your friends, that'd be awesome too. The more the merrier. I mean, we have what 7 viewers right now. So,
I think so.
something like that. It's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to do. We are here to answer your questions. Do what you guys want.
Trying to view this on YouTube, but it keeps coming up as it's not working. Oh, wait. Hoping that's not. Of course, everyone else doesn't have that problem. It's just me.
I opened mine up. I'm gonna finish stringing this out actually while we're waiting.
So if you want to know where we go to college, look at Ethan's shirt and then look at my shirt.
We both go to school now in Michigan. I go to Grand Valley.
I did go to Ferris.
Nick goes to Ferris.
They're about an hour away.
Yeah,
I'd like to say we're rivals in lacrosse, but it's never a good game.
Yeah, Grand Valley actually won the national championship this year for the Division II MCLA.
Yep, just move up to Division One, okay?
Dude, we would get crushed, honestly.
I'm pretty sure we're moving down to the NCLL.
To the what?
To the NCLL.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because first of all, the dues in the MCLA are killing us because we have 30 guys paying $3,000.
Yeah, dude, it's a lot.
I mean, this year's was $850 for us.
Dang.
So, I mean, it's not bad, but it's still quite a bit even then.
Yeah. Okay. I guess something else we can talk about. Something I had written down were shooting strings, pocket placement, and like why pockets work and why they don't work. I guess let's start with shooting strings. We can start with shooting strings. I am a big fan of straights. I have used U's in the past. I don't know why someone would want to use a U when you can use a straight. I don't really see the benefits coming from a U that you would get from a straight.
Yeah, I feel like it's pointless. It doesn't do much, but
No, it really doesn't.
I mean,
And the reason being is that when you have a well-strung stick with mesh or with a trad, mesh first. I mean, you get your channel. You string it to a point where when the ball, let me find a ball. So when the ball goes up to your head, when it goes up, The channel should tighten around the ball and it'll get stuck. If you have this, this is a very, if you guys know who Mainly Mesh is, this is a very Mainly Mesh influenced stick. He did that whole Goldilocks theory with channels, and he was very right in that sense that channels should be about the width of the ball, and they should almost hug the ball going up. The more surface area of the mesh touching the ball, of course, the more friction you will have. In physics, it seems to say that if you have more friction, you will have, well, the ball won't come out as easily. I mean, you can, it'll fall out, but I'm almost at like a 90-degree angle. And then different types of mesh will do different things. So 1S is softer, which is what this is, and the other one I have down there is 1X. Softer mesh. I like using lower pockets with soft mesh. The reason being is that when you have a pocket strung that is higher, when it is considered a quote-unquote high pocket, you have problems with roll. So what you're trying to accomplish, I guess, is a theory of mine that when you string a stick, if your ball has no roll coming out of your pocket, it becomes a problem. Simply because like you cannot change anything. You can't feel the ball come out of your stick. You can't feel it come off your shooters, and there's no way for you to feel where the ball is in your head. That's why I took out this Rocket Pocket, or this RPV, from the NOS, because it had no roll and I could not tell when the ball was coming out of my stick, which was a problem. So I switched it to mesh. I went with a, I'll show you guys. I went with this channel. Again, mainly mesh influenced. The same pattern. This one is actually done with 1X instead of 1S. Pretty tight. Takes the ball all the way around. And the thing is that with shooter setups, for tighter channels, you want lower whip. You're going to usually use 1 or 2 straights. I suggest using a straight. A nylon, I like the snap off the nylon, and when I shoot harder, because the ball is moving at a faster velocity, if you do not have a nylon on top, you just have a straight, it'll actually click off the top of the head. And I do not enjoy that click off the top. That's why I have a nylon there. Also, I like the feel of the nylon. So when I string mesh, I almost always go for a mid-low, mid-pocket, just because it allows me to get the right amount of roll of the ball. So when the ball comes out of the pocket, it rolls off the shooting strings. I can feel it really well. And also because it'll allow me to create a nice channel in my pocket. Because the higher up you make your pocket, so if this pocket was up here more, the pocket was formed more up here, there's less room on the sidewall to create this beautiful, gorgeous, mainly mesh style channel. And that being said, I mean, I'm a fan of a well-formed channel. I'm also a fan of low whip, high hold sticks, and this is exactly what you're going to get when you string like this, I guess, when you string like a mid-low kind of pocket. Those are my thoughts on pocket placement and shooting strings.
I think you pretty much hit everything on there for me as well.
Yeah.
I'm a mid-low pocket kind of guy. Little to no whip. I think I've used a couple high pockets before, but I never really. No, I didn't like them as much. Didn't give the same feel.
Yeah, I just don't enjoy a high pocket. I don't know. I don't like look down upon them, I guess. I mean, people use them. I have a couple of friends who use like big high pocket bags. And the thing is that it works for them. So I mean, hey, like use what works for you. You can pass and catch consistently. I'm not gonna like rag on you for whatever pocket you have. I mean, it's all about what you like to do and what you like to play with. So.
It's all about preference. If it works for you,
right.
keep on doing that.
How long have you been stringing? I guess I've been, let's see, I've been stringing for about 5 or 6 years now. I didn't get into traditional stringing until about a year and a half ago. so not very long.
I've been doing stringing probably, let's see, freshman season, probably about 6 years now too. Trad's been about 2 years.
Yeah, and the thing is that like I guess when it comes from like traditional or when you're going into like a mesh pocket, when you're stringing as a stringer, it does take time to learn both. I think, as most people can agree, it takes less time to learn how to string a mesh pocket than it does how to string a traditional pocket. Um, However, it does take a long time to learn how to string mesh correctly and to understand what each like knot will do for your pocket. So, talking to Riley he's a good guy to talk to about this because what he does in his sidewall patterns is he goes through and he will do a pattern all the way along the sidewall, and he will do it with one type of knot, and then he will go back and he will say, well, I want it to be tighter here, I want it to be looser here, I want to do this, this, and this, I want this pocket to be here. And he will change what knots he uses, but he won't change the diamonds or the general idea of the knot. So you can use like an SI, or you can use an SI with a knot inside of it, which is what I'm doing here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I did an SI, and then there's a knot inside of the SI. I like them more than just regular SIs. I know that it creates this kind of channel. It's more V-shaped coming across the top here, just because the mesh gets pulled slightly tighter. But it's that kind of thing where you don't get to learn that kind of stuff until after you've strung heads like hundreds and hundreds of times over and over and over again. Where, I mean, you can still string a good pocket by like going to Ustring or going to like the ECD like blogspot and copying a pattern down. There's nothing wrong with that.
See, I think I like the U-string thing. I did that in this head with Epic's Otter Mesh and an Evolite X, and it came out pretty good. I like the pocket. Turned out well. I mean, I had no idea what they were doing with knot-wise or what they were telling me to do in the video, but kind of had to look that up a little bit. I know how to do an anchor knot. I can do that now. So I got one knot now. That's about it. Other than that, I mean, I guess with me, I'll just go through and redo what I did on the sides. Say it's catching too much towards the shooters or whatever. I'll just change if now I know my knots, I just don't know the names. I'll change whatever I use something else, and then if that works, I'll keep it, take it off the other side. If not, I'll change something else, just keep redoing it until I get it right how I wanted it.
Yeah. No, that's basically what it is for all stringing. I mean, it's a bunch of trial and error. After a while, you start to learn things that do work for you. Okay, let's see. Do you always use a reinforced top string? No, I do not always use it. I've used it in these last two sticks, and I've really enjoyed it. If you guys would like to know how to do that, there is a tutorial on my YouTube. If it gets a little confusing for you, I am sorry. Just send me a text or something, and I will help you guys out. But I do not always use it. I've been using it recently because I play box lacrosse. Actually, I play indoor. In a lot of indoor arenas, you don't have nice flooring, so a lot of it can be like cement. And when you face off in a cement place, like your strings wear down really quickly. So like, I was facing off with this stick, and I broke the sidewall within the first 2 hours of ever using this head. So something like a reinforced top string really helps me from having to change my top string because it breaks every single game that I play.
Yep, tennis courts too. Same idea. It's after a couple hours of use. They'll wear right through. So I need to learn this reinforced top string.
It's really not that hard. It's some pretty simple stuff. Are you from Korea? Yes, I am from Korea. I think Korea is actually spelled with an E-A.
Ooh.
How did you come up with Michigan string ups? When I started my account, I was thinking about like a name, and I was like, well, I'm not actually gonna be doing this for very long. It's just gonna be me posting a couple pictures once in a while. So who really cares what my name is? I'm from Michigan. I string. I just added the ups part at the end. There really was no like train of thought in that process. It was just like this name works, I guess. Let's just do this. And then almost a year later, I mean, I'm still here. I'm still doing these kinds of things. So I thought about changing my name, but I had everything already set up. All the logos are made. There is no point. And it works. I mean, I can't complain. It's just a name. Nick, how did you come up with your name?
I don't even remember, honestly. I just kind of liked it. Nobody had it. Figured why not? I didn't. Also, like you, I didn't think I was going to be doing it for very long. It was just the kind of thing I was screwing around with at the time. But
Yeah, dude, it's funny thinking about people like Fergie, who like must have been doing this for such a long time.
oh yeah,
And like he has like the perfect name. He has like just it's just hilarious how great it is.
the most generic name ever, yet it works so well.
Well, and the thing is like
Lacrosse
think about it. Like if
string.
someone goes and like searches you, you're like lacrosse stringing. I mean, that's like the first thing like
Yeah,
anybody's gonna like see. It's just great. Yeah, I love it.
I
Fergie's
always
a
thought
great
he was
guy.
a Paul's kid.
So
I never realized he's like a junior in high school.
yeah, he's pretty young. I always thought of him as being older. I don't know why.
When we
Um,
first talked, and I was like, when we were first in the Panda Squad or whatever talking to him, I thought he was older than me too. I was like, yes, I have Ethan and now Sammy that are older than me. He's like, wait, what? Like, aren't you like
oh
19,
no.
20, something like that? No. Oh, damn. Whoops.
We have a question from Adrenaline Rush. I know him as Nick Lim. Shout out to that guy. Um, he has been following me for ever. I think since like I almost started my account, he's been following me. So doing a great job. Thank you, man, for all the support. He asked, what are the advantages and disadvantages of a trad? Well, I don't actually know um, how to answer that question because in my thought there are no disadvantages to a traditional. I think that you can get everything you need out of a traditional um, that you can get out of mesh and more because it is more sensitive to how you string it. So if you get it strung by somebody who doesn't really know what they're doing, it can be inconsistent, it can be troublesome, it can be too much work, and it's very annoying. But someone who does know how to string a traditional will do a very good job for you, and they will string it to exactly how you would like it. So I honestly don't see anything wrong with it.
I think honestly it's traditional has an up over mesh because the feel you get from it when it's strung right, you can just feel the ball wherever it's at in the pocket. I love that.
Yeah, I agree. So the way I was talking about like my mesh pockets and how I like the roll and the feel in my pocket, when I string a traditional, I don't even have to worry about that. It's just always going to be there, just because of how those pockets are formed. Jake Chris asks ECM or Throne. I'm a Throne lover. I like Throne over ECM.
I gotta go with throwing on that one.
Tate Gallatin. I actually remember this guy from Instagram. Do your trads have whip? I mean, only if you want them to have whip.
They have a little bit.
Whatever.
I'd say with this one right now, because it's not very well broken in, I probably gotta change the tension a little bit up top, but it's got a little whip to it. Kind of catches up top, but hopefully once that gets broken in, that'll reduce itself away.
Yeah, this is that Evo 4X, the mint one that I have for sale right now with an X channel. This has very, very low whip. You can kind of tell because when you look at this pocket, I mean, there is no. It's what you'd like in a traditional where it's a ramp. It's very undefined. There is no place where you can literally see the ball has been sitting like in a mesh pocket like this. And that's a good thing because as it breaks in, you'll gain hold, and also you won't gain unnecessary weight in your pocket.
Just a bag.
Yeah, exactly. All traditional pockets should be strung in a bag in a general sense, I guess. Let's see. What smaller companies on Instagram would you like to see get more popular? Ooh, I actually did this head away. I did a shout out to 3 accounts that I thought should get more popular, so I'm gonna give them a shout out right now again. I think one of them was Shawnee Strings, Shawnee_strings. The other one, dang, I deleted all of it. The other one was Mohawk Traditional. The third one was ROC Custom Strings, I think. They do some good stuff. Those are 3 accounts like that are under 300 followers that I think should definitely get more popular, or I hope get more popular. What about you, Nick?
I think I like. Oh crap! Where are they now? I gotta find them. They always comment on my stuff, or I always see their stuff. I think it's Appalachian. Let's see if I can find him. Appalachian. Yeah, he's got 116 followers. He's it's just APPA Laxon. He's got some cool trads. He's got some cool mesh stuff. Talked to him a few times about his ideas. He does some cool stuff with some mesh for stringing wise that I really like. What's his other name? People. Here he is. A guy that plays. I think he plays or played for the Salt Shakers. I may be wrong on that one. PPOP04.
PPOP04. Huh. Max Hollenbeck, how much for it? That Evo 4X is listed for sale on my Instagram. I'm not going to talk about it here, but you can go see that. Maniac Strings. What was the hardest thing to learn about stringing? For any pocket, just in general, as far as stringing goes, the hardest thing to learn is how to string for somebody else into what they ask for. I think that's the most difficult thing to learn. And to do it, like, efficiently.
I think we should add in Maniac.
Yeah, I'll get Maniac. I'm gonna get Maniac Strings in here. So hold on, buddy. I'm gonna get you in here in a second. Someone just asked me a question. Actually, they said that they have a Lakota, and their Lakota is getting all flexy and annoying, and they don't like it. And they asked me if I can do anything about it. And my first answer is I cannot make it more rigid. There is no way for me to physically make the plastic more rigid, but I can fix. I mean, you can fix the warp, you can fix the pinch pretty easily with just some heat. But there really isn't anything you can do about it getting super flexy. I just buy another head.
Yeah, there's not much you can do once your head gets all flexy. You can't just put stuff in it. I mean, you can attempt to put some rods in there or something, but I don't advise that.
It's a lot of work, and it's really just not worth it. I mean, it's probably better to just go and buy like another head.
Probably.
What is my Instagram name? My Instagram name is Michigan String Ups. Excuse me. Do they still make the Nas? Yes, they do. They re-released it, I believe, actually. They weren't making it for a while, were they?
No, it seemed like they did it last summer, too, where they released it at the start of summer and then quit making it. They did it this summer, too.
But yes, I believe they're making them right now.
So I would pick some up right now, or else you're going to have to buy them off of people if they run out of stock of them.
They're like the biggest commodity on every like trading website like ever.
Oh, yeah. Have you heard anything about the solid Nas now?
Yeah, the Nas S, dude. I've heard they're sick. I would love to try one, but they're pretty expensive.
I guess who was it? Maybe it was on ECD Greg's page that I was reading it, or on his video that he got the S that he got from Spana Pippo. He said, what was it, Tama Lacrosse down in Chicago or something like that. They were the ones that made that with Warrior. So they're really hard to come by now because they're just in such a limited quantity.
I would love to have one, but the thing is that I hate having heads that I can't do anything with.
Yeah.
I would never want to use it.
I don't get how Riley does that with. He's got All those wall hangers, brand
There's
new
like
ones.
10 wall hangers, yeah.
I would just die looking at those
I
like,
know.
all right, this is getting dirty today.
I think there's nothing better than like having a traditional and then breaking it in and it gets a little dirty. Like that's like the best like look ever for a head.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if we have some more questions. Otherwise, we can have our own stuff. Would you rather use your weapon of choice with your least favorite mesh or an AV8 with your favorite mesh? I would definitely use my weapon of choice with my favorite mesh, or my least favorite mesh. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what my least favorite mesh would be. I don't. I don't think I can pick one right now.
You know what? I might rock the AV8.
Really?
Just to not have to use ECM.
Dude, there's
Can
there
I
was some
pinch
kid.
it?
There was
Am I
some kid I
allowed?
was coaching against who was facing off with an AV8. It was awesome. It was the coolest thing ever to see. I was
I
just
would,
cracking up.
I would love to see go against Grand Valley with an AV8 stick, just all fucking nice with a trad.
Oh
But with
my
the
god,
guys,
dude! A couple of my friends and I, we got like mini stick before a game once and played a whole entire box game with mini sticks.
how do you not break them?
Oh, we did. We each bought like three, because they were like $10 each.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was so much fun.
You didn't get called or anything by the refs?
Dude, box lacrosse is like there are no rules basically except like don't kill somebody.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean they don't do any stick checks and it's not like anybody's really gonna say anything.
No.
Technically it should be like a disadvantage for you, not like an advantage to using a
Yeah,
mini
really.
stick.
Well, I mean, with the smaller stick, though, you might just be able to cradle in a little closer to your body and
Yeah,
take it
that's
away.
true. I don't know. Um oh I have one that I wanted to answer.
I think we got Maniac on now.
Maniac in here
Yeah.
now?
He is.
What's up, Maniac?
Uh, Nothing at all.
How's it going?
Uh, Good so far. Your video is long enough to let me string the
Oh
superpower.
yeah.
Pinched it X10, I mean X6. So it was too warped.
Vberg18 asked what are my thoughts on the Stallion U. I think it's a good head. Is it worth $110 or whatever it is? Probably not. I would wait till it goes down in price in like the next couple months.
I actually have one right here.
There you go. What do you think of it, Maniac? Do you like it or no?
It's not my type of head. It's just the pinch. It only goes to about the bottom sidewall rail. Then it starts flaring out. So you have to have like a mid-low to get a nice channel in it.
Yeah.
Sounds like
I only had a traditional in my Stallion U, but I never tried meshing it.
Yeah. This is also for sale, if anyone
There you go.
wants it.
Someone wants a Stallion U. Hit up Maniac. Do you guys like
I
the
got it
style
in
and
the
strings?
Lacrosse Unlimited private sale for $75. So
All right, we got a question. Do you guys like the Style and Strings mini pitas?
the sticks are like 35 bucks. I don't like them.
Are they really that expensive?
I think they were.
Yeah.
Last time I checked.
and they're like $10 extra if you want the wooden shaft.
That's a lot of money for a mini stick. I would have to say probably no with those prices. I like their string. Style and Strings does do good stuff. Their ish pocket is really cool. I think it's pretty interesting, but I don't know about the pricing again. It's difficult to tell sometimes.
For a Style and Strings mini pita custom built lacrosse fiddle stick, it's 55 bucks. For
Oh
their
my
ones, for their colors that they have picked out already, it's $44.
Wow. I mean, like, I got a mini stick from my friend for 15.
Yeah, it's really not that hard to find them. So.
Like, I had a piece of East Coast I didn't want. I gave it to him. Got a mini stick.
Or you can get a Styling Strings Mini STX head unstrung for $15, and then get the shaft for 20. Still, it's $35. That's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money. Stick therapy lacrosse. If you could take over any lacrosse company, what would it be?
How long do I have for me? I can have it for.
I would probably go Warrior.
Ooh,
Yes.
I don't know.
Because they keep making heads and then just discontinuing them, so people will pay more, and then they just re-release them, and that just
Yeah,
bothers me.
I think I would probably have to go with what is it? I would have to go with Minlax. That'd be so much fun, dude. Like as ridiculous as it is, like if I could pick any of them, Minlax would be so much fun.
That
I
would
think
be cool.
Brian does like a great job over there, so there's no point in me taking it over.
I visited the Jim Malax warehouse when I was in Arizona.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Oh, dude, I can't even imagine like what that'd be like. It'd be so cool.
They had a box of money mesh that they weren't sure about releasing, like all different color combos. I got this. It's
That's
blue, black, blue, white, and yeah. Like, they just had a box and said, take whatever you want.
That's so cool.
I know.
I would have been exiting that building with the box. Be like, sorry, this is mine now. Just gonna walk
Yeah.
out.
Just take the whole
My
thing.
brother took like 3 pieces, and I just stuck with that one.
Yeah,
Alright, we got a question. We got a question from Nils. Hey, favorite head for mesh, favorite head for trad, and what is your gamer setup? Nick, you're up first, buddy.
Trad, I gotta go with Evo Light X's. I love their face shape. I'm gonna keep going back to this one. I love how they take the traditionals, except for this one, the Minlax leathers didn't want to fit through the bottom, so I had to kind of jimmy rig that down there. For mesh, pocket and a head, I don't know. I don't have a mesh pocket for a head, I guess. Once again, I'd probably have to go back to the Evos. I like those, just the style of heads.
And then your gamer setup. What's your gamer setup?
Gamer setup right now, I'm gonna have to go with Superpower. It's the one pocket I know can rip corners for right now. So it's it's just a old Superpower that I dyed up. This hot glue gun, probably about June, I think, so a year ago, and strung with Gelac or whatever you want to call it, with just 2 straights and a nylon right up on top, with a Chillax Customs top string. That's probably it. And that's on a old Maverick Bull. Paul Rabel's premier chef used with Maverick like 3-4 years ago.
Maverick Bull. I remember those, dude.
Dude, the thing's awesome.
Things are like old. Maniac, what about you?
Best trad head. I think the Maverick Spiders take trads really well. I had my first trad in one of those.
Those things are sweet.
Yeah, they're super flexy after like a month or so. Like intense.
I might have to pick one of those up actually. I'm gonna think
And
about
then a mesh stick. I'm going with the Superpower.
Okay.
I think this is my third. Oh well, that fell. But it takes mid-low pockets. I used to have a high pocket in it, but that was getting a little too whippy. So.
What about your gamer setup?
This is all. I only have my short pole gamer with me. I also play D, but it's the Superpower with Otter Mesh that they sent me on my Dragonfly High Flex.
Nice. That's pretty sick.
Oh, and then my Naples an A1 with an optic.
Let's see. As far as mesh heads that take trads, heads that take trads well, I do like the 4X. I think it's the right amount of wide with the right amount of pinch. And I really enjoyed how this one came out, especially. For mesh, I love the Nas. I think that there is nothing that really can go wrong with this head except for it breaking in half, because I've done that before. Nah, honestly, like, you get up after a face-off and your head's hanging off your stick, and it's a sad moment, but it does happen. Then my gamer setup is this right here. The Nas X, String King 1X. You guys have seen this a million times on a Cryptolite, cut down from a pole. There's no graphics on it. I don't like the graphics. Straight silver. That'll probably be going on that wolf shaft. The wolf acrobatic shaft.
I need to get one of those.
Yeah, those things are sweet, dude. Their videos are so cool.
Yeah. I'm getting a vinyl cutter soon, though.
Are you really?
Yeah. So if you need any dyes done, I got you.
Yeah, I
You
talked
come
to
across getting one of those.
doing a dye, but those things are expensive, man.
Yeah, like, I was working, like, all this week. I've worked, like, 17 hours so far. So, 120 some bucks.
Yeah, I worked I worked a lot this week too. I worked like 37 to 40 hours this week. And I'm not done. I'm going back to work tonight and I work tomorrow, so that's why I'm doing this live stream now instead of later.
Yeah.
I worked this morning too.
I have to go to work tomorrow all day.
I just got my $500 paycheck from 2 40-hour weeks, so I'm happy.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I need to save money for school. It's gonna be rough. Oh, dude, Dylan's in here.
Yeah, he was on here last night too.
Really?
Yeah.
Dylan, do you want to come in here? Dylan,
I can kick him.
Send me a message with your email. You know, we need some more questions or something to talk about. I mean,
do you have any more topics that you were going to cover?
Yeah, I had one more. I was actually just going to look at it. There was we did wax mesh companies, we did shooter strings, pocket placement, why pockets work and don't work, and the last one was hashtags that I used. The show love, spread love hashtag.
Oh, wait, I got a little input on the U shooting string thing, though.
Oh yeah, dude, go for it.
So, like, this is a good example of it. It's a pinched proton power. And I only have one U in it because I don't like very much whip, so I just did a 1 diamond U. But I like it to have, like, hold where if my stick gets checked, it'll sit right behind that U. Like, that's what U's are for. They sit right behind there, and it spreads it out. But that's my box stick, so the ball just sits right behind those U's, spreads out the sides, and that's why people use them so much.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I agree with that. I think that, like, if you use a U, like, that's fine. But
yeah, I used one all this season, but this whole summer season didn't use one.
I think it's hard for some people to make the transition from using a U to using a straight.
You have to, like, have a good, nice channeled pocket before you can go to straights. So if you have a complete
U's
bag.
are a good way to kind of cheat into, like, a good channel, but
Like my optic, if you've seen the pictures I posted of it, that was my first stick with, like, all U's, all straights this summer.
Really?
Yeah. And now I just use a shooter and a nylon, mostly.
Yeah, that's what I use. I don't know, I just like that a lot more than the other ones for some reason.
I also have a Lakota with East Coast I'm selling because it was on sale. Box pocket, 5 straight,
Let's see.
That
Oh,
took-
I was on the forums earlier. Actually, I was looking at Hawk 30 stuff. We mentioned him earlier, but if you guys don't know who it is, Hawk 30 is a stringer.
He Young.
He Young Lim, actually. His name is Hawk 30. He's on the forums, the TLF forums, inside lacrosse stuff. He does a ton of stuff. He has some of the sickest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh yeah.
He is my like inspiration for traditional stringing. Let's see if I don't know if I can show you guys this. But when you look at his pockets, I mean, there's something just absolutely just gorgeous about them. I wonder if I can screen share. Let's see.
Can we put pictures on here?
There's a screen share. Hold on.
Oh wait, guys. By the way, look at Throne's newest picture. Oh, dang.
Yeah, these are the okay. So if you guys look on my part of the screen, these are the pockets. This is the Heat variant he has right now that he did.
That's dirty.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's an O channel Heat variant. It's so nice. Very
But
clean.
if you guys look at Throne's newest picture, the one about the giveaway, it might not be his newest, but like all the stuff they're throwing in orders, that 15% coupon code for lacrosse.com actually works.
Wait, what?
Go on Throne's picture of like the gift cards and the coupon codes.
Oh, son of a bitch. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, Ethan.
What?
Throne was given away to kick off lacrosse.com's 20th anniversary. They're giving away coupon cards and like $50 gift cards, whatever, and some orders. But they didn't think about this because they have one of the things that says take 15% off lacrosse.com.
The gift card doesn't work.
Card, the coupon code is right on there.
Really?
Yeah, I got it right here. It's from a day ago. Look it up.
Yeah, the gift card doesn't work. I already tried that. But the coupon code works. Dragonflies are cheaper if you go look at those. They're like $18 off or something. Like,
Somebody probably already used that gift card code the second they saw it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh my god. That's perfect.
Yeah, I noticed that and I was like, wait, would it work?
Alright, I'm getting inspired now.
lacrosse.com. Like they have remixes for $30 or something.
So I am actually gonna head out soon. I need to go eat dinner and stuff before I go back to work.
Yeah.
But it was fun hanging out with you guys. We'll definitely start streaming again. Go check us out on Instagram. This D_stringer. That's Nick, and then Maniac Strings, and then I'm Michigan String Ups. Guys, go take a look at us on Instagram. We'll be getting some more people on here definitely in the future. I'm gonna try and stream. See, when's my next stream gonna be? Not Friday. Probably Saturday and Sunday. Sunday will be our Stringer Sunday with Riley, Southern, and we'll get some other people in there for you guys to hang out with. If you guys have more questions or stuff that you guys want us to talk about, feel free to leave us a comment on either this video or on one of our pictures, and we'll try to get to them all next time we stream. So thank you guys. It was a lot of fun. Glad you guys are here and watching us doing this. But we will see you guys later. So thanks. See you guys.
See ya.
Yeah.
Deuces.